fresh and fit are wrong about this. In the Red Pill Manosphere community, there are a few names that are pretty recognizable, like Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels. Myron Gaines and Walter Reeks from the Fresh and Fit podcast are fairly recognizable too. I happen to agree with many things these men say about the current state of relationships and ways for a man to deal with it, but of course, I also disagree strongly with some of the advice offered. In this video, I will address the statement these men have made about high-value men don't cheat. They exercise the option to sleep with other women. At times, they'll even go farther to say that women should understand that in order to be with a high-value man, she'll have to share him. In order to explain my disagreement, I think we should first start with the understanding of why these men might say such a thing in the first place. Well, first and foremost, it's because they know that these kind of statements will trigger a memorable, hopefully over-the-top response from the females they're speaking to, and thereby get more views. You see, these influencers who create this content usually have a long-format live stream, or a long interview, or a longer show that they hope to be able to chop up into little bite-sized, easily digestible clips that a population of you ADD-type attention span challenge viewers will watch. They also know that viewers like you prefer something short, to the point, that will make you really pissed off so that you'll remember it and view more of their content later. These creators understand that modern people love to view drama since they don't have the same amount of drama they used to have when they were fighting for survival or when they really wanted to find out what was actually true. The second reason these men would say that high-value men don't cheat, they exercise options, is because they're catering to a mostly male audience who love hearing such things. You see, this Red Pill MGTOW Manosphere movement has given these influencers the perfect platform to sell an illusion to a rabidly receptive audience. With the popularity of social media among females, as well as dating apps that target females for profit, men have been ignored more than ever lately. 90% of most men are almost invisible to even the most average of women because women have bought into the illusion that she is somehow a prize because she has a vajayjay. Sorry, there are 4 billion other vajayjays on this planet and yours is no more special than the rest. So get over yourself already. That aside, men are having less sex than ever, marriage rate is lower than ever, and 85% of females seem to only be interested in the top 1% of men. As if they had a chance. This makes men a prime target for a new snake oil salesman to pitch an illusion to them that will solve all their lack of nookie problems. In this illusion, the influencer will paint women as the enemy of man. It's helpful that men think of women as illogical, immoral, undisciplined gold diggers that have taken advantage of us poor men too long. But here's the good news. We here in the Manosphere can tell you exactly how to beat these 304s at their own game. Just level up, go to the gym, get your money right by focusing on yourself, and of course, keep listening to us. And before you know it, you'll be at the top of the 1% eggplant slingers too. Hallelujah. If this pitch sounds familiar, it's been used to market get-rich-quick schemes too. You just tell a bunch of average-earning people that they can live the lifestyle of the rich and famous by doing insert whatever you feel like selling here. And because we're such good people, we're going to show you how to do it. For a price, of course. Listen, the biggest favor you red pill guys can do for yourself before you paint all women as the enemy is go talk to your mother. Is she an illogical, immoral, undisciplined, gold-slinging 304 too? How about your grandmother? Or your sister? Oh, did I hear you say no? So why is it that every female not related to you is supposedly so bad? Could it be this is nothing more than the fear of the unknown for you MGTOW guys? Could it be that you spend so much time behind a game controller, cell phone screen, or iPad that you have very limited experience having a real, in-person conversation with any female and have no idea what you're doing? Could it be that since you've been spoiled most of your life that being rejected by females was so traumatic that you have no idea how to cope with it? If this is the case, face it, you're a coward, and you're correct. No worthwhile female will want anything to do with your chicken shit ass. Back to the topic. Do women who want a high-value man really have to share them? Absolutely not. Let me explain. Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit podcast, along with others, like to point to the pastimes of kings, sultans, and military conquerors having multiple wives, concubines, and mistresses as some kind of proof that high-value men should exercise options. Again, young virgin men love to hear this sort of thing because it gives them hope that maybe one day it'll happen for them too. Yeah. But the probabilities are seriously stacked against you. Stop believing fairy tales. It isn't helpful. The fact that you need to get your head wrapped around is that your stock in trade as a man is your level of respectability. This is built into us through evolution. While it is true that kings and sultans had numerous women at their beck and call in the past, the difference today is that married couples take vows of exclusivity. When a man or woman breaks this vow for any reason, respectability is lost. In today's social structure, people have a hard time distinguishing the difference between respecting someone and being entertained by them. One man may be entertained and even impressed that another guy has a way with the ladies, even though he's married. But I can assure you that he doesn't want to bring this same guy home to meet his wife or to be around his daughters. And that's because the man that's exercising his options here is not respected. Listen. One thing you should take note of when watching this red pill type of content is that the influencers are not married, and they actually shy away from questions about their own relationships. Seems kind of odd for a group of people giving relationship advice, doesn't it? It makes you wonder if the same advice they give in their videos is the same thing that they would tell their own daughters if they had any. I just wondered. You see, I'm a 60-year-old father of 4 and a grandfather that's been married for 31 years. I have a pretty good frame of reference for long-term relationships. I was also married previously for 10 years to my first wife, so I know what it's like to be divorced as well. I'm not trying to sell you a get peace leave quick scheme, and I'll be the first to tell you that marriage ain't easy, but it's worth it. Those men here who think that going your own way and not marrying or not having children is the way to handle the problem with females need to have a quick visit from your dead great-great-great-great-grandfather so he can kick the shit out of your wimpy ass for allowing his bloodline to die. These men from the long ago era fought predators regularly just to survive. They had no grocery stores to rely on. They had no government checks to subsidize them. They had no 911 to call when there was trouble, and lived a pitifully short existence of less than 50 years. Yet, they still knew that survival of the community depended upon them marrying and having children, and then raising them in a stable environment to make sure that their community lived on. And now look at you. The problem with women is that men have stopped telling them the truth. We started listening to a bunch of psychobabble bullshit about being politically correct and equality, and stood mute to watch the debauchery begin. You guys don't need a red pill, black pill manosphere. You need a set of balls and the will to do what's right. Tell the truth, damn it. Call it like you see it. If you make a vow, please keep it. And stop buying every line of bullshit you see here online just because it makes you feel better. Think for yourself, please. Be well and survive.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and share. Your comments and suggestions are always welcome.